Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Accureyes here, and welcome back to Accureyes 101 tips. Once again, for tips for uh, helping you decide, with Dark Souls if you're a new player, or you just need help finding stuff or just leveling up on Dark Souls. So in this video we are going to be doing a multiple part video showing you all the items in the High Wall of Lorthic. So of course I'm going to be showing you all the items in the High Wall of Lorthic. Of course we're going to go for the store, this is the first thing. And as I've said, this is going to be a multiple part video, which means that this is going to be part one of, I'm going to suspect, free, because there's a lot of items. Some of them I can't get early on, but But of course, this is where the first thing is. It's the bonfire. If you're looking for where that is, and then the next item we are going to find, of course, as you can see, I'm going to sit at this bonfire, of course, just because I want to rest. And then there's the next item, which is that soul, and you'll see. The item way over there, I'll get that later, but that is a doorway to a shortcut, which you will see. To get there, you have to go up down the stairwell, of course, that you saw me going up. And of course, that's where you need to go to get to the next area and part of this video. So, of course, that's where the next item is in the list of items you will find on Lorthic. It's just going up that stairwell, or down the stairwell, I should say, and to that little corner in the wall here. And of course, then the next item, of course, you'll see is going up here. There is a person that we are going to fight to try and get a special item, which you'll soon find out what that is. This one ended up being a bit of a fail for me, so unfortunately, I ended up messing up this one. I thought it would make it a perfect one run, but Dark Souls, sometimes, of course, you make mistakes, and you'll see what I mean. There's two items here. One item is there. It's clearly easy to see. The next item is with this guy when he transforms. Now, to defeat this guy, you'll get an item. You'll need to first use black fire bombs, of course, and then you'll also want, if you have black fire bombs, use black fire bombs. Otherwise, just use your normal fire bombs to try and stun this guy. Unfortunately, this time I made a mistake because I was not paying attention, and I kind of backed myself into the corner, so whoops. But as you'll see in this cut here, just going into this next cut here, you'll see that I actually was able to do it the second time around. So here we are back again, and you'll see that this time I'll actually do it, or I'll actually be able to do it. This accident actually took a few times because I messed up, and you'll see that it happens, and here I'll just accidentally take a hit, but but in the end, I'll get through it. And done with it. That, of course, was my last black fireball. You're probably thinking, but Accureyes, didn't you start with 6 black firebombs in the beginning? That was your burial gift? Yes, and as you can see there, I got a black Titanite shard, but that was just luck. But normally you get 1 Titanite shard and an ember. And then here is where you get your longbow and your first set of arrows. If you're a dex build, that's going to be useful. I would recommend trying to get it. But yeah, moving on. So moving on to the next item. You'll see this next item coming up is the next item that we are going to be getting. So you see me go back down the stairwell. I don't know why I went back down this stairwell. I do apologize. I thought, I wanted to talk about this shortcut here, which I kind of mentioned previously, but now you know exactly which way you gotta go to get to that other item. Here I must have taken a little break. I do apologize. I decided not to cut this part because I wanted to just talk about some of the things here and recap some of the ideas and items that you run into. But so anyway, that's those are some of the items you will find right off the bat. I was thinking about things also, but as you can see, we cut through here, and this is where we move forward. I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I was considering doing a second part here, when I first originally recorded this, I was feeling like I was taking too long, so I decided I was thinking about doing a second recording here, but I ended up just going ahead with with changing some emotes and stuff, or just like deciding what I was going to do. But as you can see, I carried on to getting into the next part, which of course is just I kill all these people. You're probably wondering, why do you kill all these people that are just standing around? And for the most part, it's just free XP, as it is. Most time what I like to do is get XP, and you'll see it here. As you go through, as I go. But anyway, there's a couple of items that many people will miss here going forward. One of the items is coming up. You'll see it as we walk up to it, which is that item up on the stairwell. I know it's kind of obvious to see sometimes. It's easy to see, especially if you're taking your time. But it's another soul of the Desert Corpse. Again, those souls are great for early XP, and of course, if you are one of those people who are willing to farm the whole level, you'll want to, you'll get a good bit of XP here. But anyway, I take care of these bell ladies or these bell screamers, these town yellers, because of course they're easy to take out, and in my opinion, they just make your life a little bit easier as a Dark Souls player, especially in this first area. But yeah, so as it was here, I was just trying to gain XP and whatnot. But anyway, I mean, you'll see me just trying to gain XP here for the most part. But anyway, so going upstairs, up this stairwell, I see that I get ambushed here. I did not see that guy when he was coming out, but because I was focused on the guy laying down. But then you'll see as I come back down to take him out. Yeah, nice free item, which is some firebombs. Again, sometimes you'll get lucky, of course, as you know with Dark Souls. And, yeah. So, going up here, you'll see me grab the binoculars. Those binoculars, of course, are very, very useful. That's where you get them. And they're good for seeing things at far distance. I would recommend grabbing them if you can, because, of course, they are, of course, a very useful item. But anyway, moving on. So, down here, be careful when you walk down here. There's a nice item here, which is a pine resin bundle, but you can, if you overshot your drop, you can accidentally fall out. If you decide to roll, you'll, fall off the map. Anyway, you drop down there and you'll find the gold pine resin. And I want to show you here where you are in case you get lost or you're wondering, like, where the heck am I, Accureyes? I can't find my place. I don't know where I am. Well, don't worry. If you go up these stairwells, you'll see that this is the stairwell where I just went up. The first time to grab that gold pine resin. And, of course, going forward here, you'll just see me take out a lot of these guys. I wanted to make sure that this is the most thorough guide so you can find every single item in every area. Right there, you'll find some firebombs. And yeah, of course, you'll see me take out this guy here. And yeah, I mean, like I said, this is only me, pretty much thoroughly me showing you everywhere which way to go or where to go. And as you can see here, I was thinking about putting on more armor, but I didn't have anything else to wear at the time, so, So anyway, moving on. Moving on down the ladder here, there's a way, in case you do fall, you can fall off that little ledge. If you saw that little ledge while I was walking down, that's where you find another soul, a desert soul, which is early level and is very, very useful. And, for anyone who is having trouble, if you do have trouble with that shield guy, just give him a little kick. If you give him a kick, he'll, most likely, he'll most likely just, go over, Then you, of course, gotta run before the dragon. Once you go up these stairwells, run before the dragon shoots fire, because you want to get that claymore if you're a, if you're a strength build or a quality build. There's also a nice soul there, and then, of course, as it is, you'll want to fall back down to the stairwell. Heal up if you can or if you need to, and, yeah, just wait for the fire to dissipate. Once the fire dissipates, run all the way across under the dragon's head. Now, as far as I know, you can kill that dragon, but I don't really bother with killing that dragon. It's not necessary. Personally, it's not necessary to kill that dragon. I mean, if you want bragging rights to say that you killed the dragon, go ahead. But personally, it's not worth killing the dragon. But you want to grab those items there. One of those items, as you saw, was an ember. And the second item here is a club. If you aren't starting this as a pride and you want to get a club, that's where you can get a club. But, yeah. So, anyway. Moving on. There's a chest there, as you can see that chest there. I will talk about that chest in a little while. But it is a dangerous chest, and early level or early Dark Souls players, especially if this is your first Dark Souls, you may not want to immediately provoke that chest, because that chest is not what it seems. Let's just say if you do open that chest, you're going to find yourself in a, bad situation. Which could technically, for new players, basically end your fight there. Because what that chest is a mimic. That chest is basically a mimic. Like, as we go on, you'll see the bonfire here. I was trying to light it, only to find out that I was being followed by this guy. So, of course, you want to take him out. And then, yeah, I forgot. I don't know why I did that. And then, somewhere around here, I was taking a little break. I guess I was getting some more water or something. I don't remember what I was doing at this point. But anyway, moving on. I don't know why I didn't loot this corpse when I did. Oh, I did. I did loot the corpse. I did get, I believe it was some throwing knives. And you'll see that I lit the bonfire here. And always rest at a new bonfire. And that way you respawn there. In Dark Souls 2, there's a tiny trick there too, in case anyone was wondering. But in Dark Souls 2, there was a way where if you just lit the bonfire, you would be able to respawn there. But for some reason, in Dark Souls 3, they decided to get rid of that aspect. So, yeah, you gotta sit down at that bonfire if you wanna, be able to get the item there. Or if you want to respawn there. And then from this point on, you'll see the item I try to grab here, or I do grab here, is some fire bombs. Collect all the items you can. You never know when an item will become useful. And now we're going back to where that chest that I showed you. So you'll see that this chest that I showed you here as we approach it. And I do apologize for this strange cut here, but as we do approach this chest here, you'll see that I attacked this chest, and it is a mimic, as I've said. It's basically a mimic. Be careful. This mimic is tough. For early and new players to Dark Souls, for unexperienced players to Dark Souls, or new players to Dark Souls, this mimic will be one of the toughest fights you can get into early game. I definitely would recommend if you're worried about if you're worried about getting killed multiple times, or if you feel like this fight's going to be frustrating for you, I would recommend not worrying about this fight. But if you want to come back in a later date or a later time when you're much stronger, go ahead, because this fight, as you can see, what I do, if you kind of follow what I do, except with like whatever your character build is. And I'll show you this fight, that mimic fight, in a mage build, in case you are a mage. But if you feel like if you just follow what I do in the melee fight, that fight shouldn't be hard. Here, I don't know why I paused. I guess I just went AFK for a little bit. But, yeah, that fight should be pretty easy for you to, do. If you're really willing to just, take your time, or if you don't feel like you want to, not go to that fight, then feel free to. But yeah. Anyway, moving on, everyone, moving on. So as we move on, you'll see me now going down to the lower area. There are a few items here. You'll see what items I grab. But yeah. This is going to be near the end of part 1 of and mode, yes, free. By the time I reach part 2, or by the time I'm adding part 2 next week, it'll most likely be next week. I'll add part 2. By the time I add part 2 next week, I should have a good idea of how many parts this is going to be. But as you can see, there's a shortcut there, which I'll show you on a later date, which will probably be on part 3. And then, of course, down here, there's a few more items. But anyway, I mean, you'll see what items I got, or I'm going to get, going forward here. And anyway, if you did like this video, thank you everyone for enjoying this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this video. If you do like this video, you'll see the last bit of the items I get here going forward. If you do like this video, like I said, please do consider, do consider, if you will. Thank you, first of all, for joining me on this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this has helped you new players, or you players who are just like, I want to find every item in High Wall Lorthic, then I hope that I helped you. But yeah, you'll see the last few items I grab here, and the last person that I show you, which is the thief that you can save or rescue. But yeah, with that all being said, thank you everyone for joining me on this video. If you do like this video, if you want to continue to help show your support, please do. You know what to do. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, everyone, because you want to know when my next video drops. Thank you everyone for joining me. I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureyes. Please join me there. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until the next one, this is Accureyes signing out and saying farewell, everyone.